Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I thought with this video, because there's so much content in game, stuff that I've even missed, and I've got to get done some permanent content as well, let's do an eras video. Yes, let's do week 1 of the eras, and time after time is the name of the game. Let's just get through this as quickly as possible. Now obviously I hope you're playing along at home, or you've kind of like, some people watch me whilst they're in their car, or kind of listen to me when I'm in the car, so hopefully your drive is going quite well. And at the next stop, turn left. To be honest, left may take you off a cliff, so don't listen to me at all. There's several things going on, and you know, we've got Loki this week, we've got Arcus, we've got Clairvoyant, aka Black Widow. We've also got Red Skull as well, then starting off with Namor. So we've got this kind of a classic eras thing, which I think is quite cool. It's the Golden Age, and we've got Silver, Bronze Age, Copper, and the Modern Age. So there's a kind of a big thing about eras and ages. Obviously it's called time after time. I like the way they have put certain characters in the paths which are very synonymous with, again, the ages of the comic books, which is pretty cool. And a lot of these fights look to be, in this first week, very straightforward. And I don't know if this is going to be a more close to Gwenpool at the movies type event, similar to what we had last year. But I did, you know, I rated that. I thought that a lot of players were able to get through these kind of things. And fingers crossed again that this is the case. And some may feel perturbed by that particular statement, but it is really nice to think that there's smaller players or more newer players that maybe have just got to things like Uncollected and feel this event could be more doable than others. But you know, I just don't know. This is week 1. Week 1 is probably going to be a little bit more straightforward than maybe the other weeks will be. I've also heard a few rumblings from people that the energy spend this month is very high, which would be nice to see some sort of energy bundle like they've done before, with like lesser cost of units in the actual store itself. But I don't know if we are going to get that. It would be, well, fingers crossed, but I doubt we would get something like that. Either way, I can imagine I'm going to probably spend a lot of arena, like one day I'm going to have to set out for a complete arena grind in order to gather units. And I did have some strategies, or kind of like, I wanted to get my variant 3 100% rewards opening, because I've been stockpiling the stuff ready for about the 12th of September, which I don't know if it's going to be realistic based on the extent of energy spend that we've had to endure this month. But we'll see. You know, time is of the essence. Before I go to New York Comic Con, I've got to build about 20 extra videos, which, you know, people might think, wow, 20 extra videos. Well, it's just so that I can be able to, because obviously this is my full-time job, and I want to make sure that I'd be able to stockpile plenty of the Marvel United VR Powers stuff. By the way, shout out to everybody that's given so much support around that particular video and that new series. I'm going to continue that on. I think I've got, this is Saturday today, so it's going to go Thursday we had a video, Saturday we've got a video, and then once every 2 to 3 days I'm going to post a video like that. So yeah, thanks again for that support, but let's continue on with this. Oh wow, I thought I'd just take a moment just to have a look at the extent of rewards for this. And it's like, well, it must be quite meh then, because I mean, look at this. This is obviously, this is quite meh. It's all about the 100% completion to get that 5-star unified crystal, which, you know, we all want. But yeah, I mean, the bosses must be quite easy then, because those rewards are quite meh, man. I don't think I'm going to do like an opening for every single bit of it. I'm going to wait for 100% in order to do it. But anyway, let's continue on with the fights. Now, at the point of recording this video, I haven't been able to get myself in to do the community boss rush. I may decide to live stream it, but it wasn't very noticeable. The way that they've done the new tiling system nowadays does mean for this kind of, oh, I've missed out that. Oh, that was there. Oh, that was there. And I think that's why, again, I haven't really been too interested with the Mr. Sinister event. Something that was exciting from last week was seeing the face reveal of Invincible. As I said in the video that I posted about that, lots of content came out on that day, but it's still, this week with the new stuff coming in, like obviously this event, the Paradox event, there's so much to cover. Invincible's face reveal, he's a very attractive dude. I don't know why he didn't want to get in front of the camera, but maybe it's because of like work and stuff. And to put it quite bluntly, when I used to work for a company, they used to have people spying on my YouTube content. So it's kind of good now that I do it full time, that I don't have to put up with that, because sometimes it is a case that when people are spying on you, it means for like you feel uneasy about your content, because maybe people might say, oh well, you're advocating this, and you know you're meant to be a person of professional nature, so it kind of undermines that. I've gone in without looking at the nodes, but I feel that the extent of what I'm going up against isn't going to be that powerful, although the champion is kind of taking a few hits to get down even with the bleed, but this does seem very straightforward. I don't know, still, because we haven't got to the more difficult bosses, really. We'll see. A lot of these enemies don't have any kind of scary type buffs to them, like Pessimist. I think that is what Loki had a moment ago. So what I'm going to do is use Sabertooth. Yes, with the bleed damage. I'm not going to be able to apply anything, because I think he's bleed immune, I want to say. Let's have a look. Yeah, see, I'm pretty certain he is bleed immune. Bleed immune! Oh my word! I definitely need to, like, here, he's yes. Oh no, he's not bleed immune. Okay, my bad, my boo boo. That is my bad. I thought he was bleed immune for some reason. You kind of think he would be, but maybe on Smoke World they got some kind of oh my word, boofy buff. Boosty thing. I don't know. He's got a lot of power. This is the point. I think if this is a passive based. Oh damn it! He's got the. He's got that L2. He's got that. I don't care. I'm gonna over muscle him with my L2 now and pick up the win. But yeah, I use Sabertooth because I didn't want to take any kind of cold snap damage, so that's the reason I chose him. And yeah, again, bringing those Fury attacks from one battle to the next is kind of important for me to do. That power gaining, I am interested maybe to use a champion like Morningstar against Arcus. I don't know, maybe I'll do that for another video. In any case, let's move on. And then one more fight after this against the ever delightful Red Hulk. Just look at that. That damage is chewing up. This is, I think for a lot of players, it is definitely a utility-based champion. Because with the other ones, like that last boss fight that we did, definitely was like a little bit more straightforward. This is straightforward. This is like easily done. And again, it could be a case like Danger Sense is helping out with that. But you don't know really what to expect. Is it misleading that some of these characters are going to be a little bit weaker going up against, and then wow, the end boss is actually really fantastic? You just don't know. Okay, let's have a look at this. And backup recovery. I mean, that's not too much of an issue to go up against as well. So this, again, may be something very much similar to Gwenpool at the movies. Boom! The final battle now. With the very mediocre rewards that they are. What do I want to do with this? Let's go with Stark Spidey. I'm actually really enjoying him again, and I think it's because I'm using him a lot more in Alliance Wars and as well with Variant 3. Every time I think that I'm ahead with stuff with Variant 3, I then kind of go, oh yeah, crap, we've got new events coming. And it was just down to the wire, just doing a lot of like 100%ing of mini stuff. And then I want to get, as I said, the 12th of September, or 13th, no, it's the 12th of September, which is is it next week? Yeah, next week. No, it's not next week, it's the week after. I don't know when it is. Shouldn't have done that. I will be hopefully having my 100% rewards opening. Okay, backup recovery is in. We then hit this in here. I'm then going to go up close and then do a heavy attack, and boom! Job's a good one with 17k. Absolutely love it. There we go. First chapter is completed with 75 5-star shards. 180 of these unified, is it unified crystal shards? Yes. And also 36-star shards. It's definitely one of those grind it out events, and you've got to be around to the last. I think a lot of players just go, right, okay. Anyway, that has been your Saturday video. It actually took, with the raw footage that I've just checked now, about 20 minutes, give or take. And that isn't really too bad, considering that now that is basically a 40-minute event once a week. But obviously if you do more difficulties, then I'm sure it will be a lot easier when you go down to Master and heroic. And then again, like when I say easy, I mean easy on the time grind, which is very important because in game there's so many things to do, and if you're not a pay to win player or a pay to further progress player, then you need to do this in the most economical way possible, because your arena grind will be a little bit more over the top of this. Either way, quite enjoyable, feels like a Gwenpool at the movies. Rate it, think that a lot of players will be able to do it, which is nice. And obviously come back to the channel for week 2, which will be next week. And thank you very much for watching. Check out some other content here and here. Make sure to catch my Marvel VR video as well, which should be dropping today. Fingers crossed. And I shall catch you in the next video. Bye bye for now.